Welcome back, everyone, to Find Music this week. We're missing a couple of veterans, but
Be right
we've
back.
got. Oh, hang on, Spence. Hang on. We're missing a
Uh-oh.
couple of veterans, but we still got the youngins. So we're gonna let the youngins start today, just to change things up. So this will be Find Music number 444,
I'm back. Sorry.
and look who's back just in time. The man who's going to lead episode 444. It's Spencer. Go ahead, sir.
All right. I love having a palindrome number, by the way.
It's destiny, man.
Haha. And as if by coincidence, 444 contains four songs. The first of which is Baby Blue Movie by Cigarettes After Sex. I know I've reviewed them on the show before because I remember Don said he was familiar with them.
Love him, love him.
Cigarettes after sex?
Yes.
Cigarettes After Sex, man.
I've
Great
heard of
band.
them. They're really good.
Mm.
Yep. And let's see. The name of this song is called Baby Blue Movie. Um, I would say this really emphasizes the sex part of cigarettes after sex, if you know what I mean. Um,
Oh yeah.
so a blue movie, that's a certain kind of movie. Not going to go into detail about what that is.
Hey, we know we're adults here.
Exactly. Kind of figured you'd know. And so a baby version would simply be like a soft version of that. And so yeah, the song itself is kind of you could say that the song is kind of sexy. It definitely has that sort of just kind of loungy vibe that Cigarettes After Sex normally has. And so yeah, that's kind of what I got to say about the music and the lyrics for this one. It's pretty interesting. What was the previous one I reviewed on the show? It was Tejano Blue. Tejano Blue was good by Cigarettes After Sex. And I'd recommend this one as well. Favorite by Fontaines D.C. This one's interesting too. Fontaines D.C. had a hit on the AAA adult alternative radio stations earlier this year with a song called Starburster. It's a very jagged, kind of paranoid sort of song. Favorite is a very mellow song in comparison. It has this sort of British indie folk vibe, even though I don't think they're actually British. And the video for the song, yep, music videos are still a thing. So the video for this song is basically the members of the band as children, and I think it sort of goes along with the lyrics of the song. It's a very nostalgic kind of song. Probably the most interesting one of all for these four songs would be Father John Misty's latest. I guess time just makes fools of us all. I have not reviewed an 8.5 minute song in a long time. This one actually is. I would go so far to say it's progressive disco. It's
Hmm.
not often you hear those two words in the same sentence, but I would say this one is. And there's no real kind of like change in song or Grateful Dead style noodling in this song as you might expect from like an 8 minute rock song. This one is just sort of straight kind of indie disco from start to finish. And one thing I like about Father John Misty, two things I like about him. Number one, he's not afraid to experiment with genre. He goes all over the place. He started off kind of folk. I mean, he was the ex-drummer of Fleet Foxes, but then he dipped into like lounge, psychedelia, even techno for one of his songs. And his lyrics are kind of self-effacing. And I feel like the lyrics to this song kind of are too. Even the title of the album this is from is called Great-ish Hits, not greatest, great-ish. And I think that's kind of fitting for a man who's sort of built his career on hits from stations like KCSN. I think Jim mentioned them about a month ago. Those are the kind of stations that play Father John Misty. Like stations like K-Rock, you probably wouldn't find him there. That's not really the kind of outlet that would play his stuff, at least not nowadays. Had he started in like the mid 80s, maybe they might. And the very last one is a song that I can't really pronounce the title to. I think it's Piranha Nana. It's spelled, don't have to put this in the description for it, it's the name of the song, not the name of the band. But I believe it's spelled Piranhanana. So Piranha Nana. It's by Shovels and Rope. That's the group. Shovels and Rope are interesting. They're kind of a country rock group. Country rock with a bluesy edge. I kind of like that. I remember Dad and I were hearing their song I Know when it first came out around 2016. He actually commented that it kind of sounded a little like X. I can see the comparison. It's sort of very kind of punky blues, not as fast as X, but definitely with the sort of the roots and the grit of that group. And in this case, the rather risque subject matter that some of their songs had. This one is actually about a boy who grew up in a brothel. It's interesting. I started and ended this week with songs that are kind of controversial in subject matter. But that's what happens when you go alphabetically, I guess. That's always what I do by song title. I went from a B to a P. And so, yeah, just the luck of the draw, I guess.
It was very 444 of you, sir.
It was very what?
444. Episode 444.
Oh, 444. Okay, that's what you said. I thought you were doing some kind of weird French word.
Oh, no.
Oh, for more.
444.
The
Yes.
the father, John Misty, I remember a long time ago I heard of that album Pure Comedy.
Oh, that
And
was a good one.
yeah, I really enjoyed that album. And I was like, man, when you brought up Father John Misty, I said, haven't heard of that guy, and I've been meaning to go back. So you've definitely inspired me to go listen to his most recent one. So I'm gonna do that after this.
Oh, that's cool. My girlfriend's sister is a big fan of Father John Misty. And as a result, my girlfriend's kind of a fan of his too.
It's like that, you know. All right, let's move on.